Now, is there a way that you make sure, talking about the process, that make sure that your clients are getting, this might be oversimplifying, getting the best deal or however you want to say it. Do you have a way that you're looking out for your clients in that regard? Either of you or both of you? I mean, is that something like, hey, here's how I make sure that I've got a checklist or whatever it is, something like that? Is that part of the process?
I have SOPs, so standard operating procedures for everything, every part of the business, as well as checklists. So
that's the Marine kicking in.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we'll go down through everything from, pre-listing appointments to listing your home to you're a buyer and now you're under contract. Let's do that.
Okay.
If I receive a referral from an agent, let's say in Tennessee that I took a couple of weeks ago, I have a checklist for that one too, because those are different.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
it's literally everything. Sometimes we do events together, sometimes we do events separately, but I have an SOP for all of those. I've one for our Toys for Tots fund drive, right? So we do that, and I have a SOP for that with a checklist. So, 45 days ahead of time, here's what we're doing. Here's what this person's doing.
So stages, like here you are, like you said, maybe we pre-listing, or now that we're listed, or now we're under contract, we got to do this.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also have a transaction coordinator who helps make sure that we all meet those timelines.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and she's amazing. Yeah.
Eron, do you like same thing, kind of processes or
Yeah,
stages,
I do,
or how do you?
And the biggest one is clients will, especially investor clients, I understand this. They're trying to get the most value they can out of every transaction, but I'm starting to see even more now in this market because of interest rates. Investors are trying to get $185 off title fees or $200 off title fees.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to explain to them, is $200 going to make or break your transaction? Long-term, 30 years, you plan on holding this as part of your retirement. And you're starting to see more of that. So I'm just trying to explain what you're paying for, why you're paying for it, why we're doing this, and asking them, for example, if they're saying, well, it goes back to I found a different house,
Okay.
Would a different house, you don't know the problems yet, is paying another $1,000 that the seller doesn't want to give you as a credit after your home inspection, does that make sense? Because that house might have more things. We haven't actually gone through a home inspection. So I just try to explain to them the value of, time and opportunity cost of going and looking at another house.
Why do you think they're coming to you with these we'll say requests, but these conditions? Is it because of the market, or is there something out there that they're being told ahead of time that before they get to you, or is it just value?
Part of it is I think
they're
they're talking to their friends and family.
Okay.
The second thing is I do think it's because of the market, because at the height of COVID, over 2021, mid 22. I didn't have the same conversations. Prior to that, you'd have these similar type of conversations with it's $1,000, it's $200. That really stopped because buyers especially, knew that if they put up a fight, they might lose it, and you had a lot of appraisal gap addendums. So people were really willing, especially buyers, to just do what they need to do to get the deal closed. You saw a lot more waiver of home inspections, a lot more as is. You're not seeing as many as is contracts now. But now the buyers again think that, I can just sign an as is and do whatever I want after I sign an as is. It's the intent to do as is, but not follow through with it.
Sure.